recognize the honourable member for Cape Breton Centre, Whitney Pier.
My question is for the Minister of Community Services about this winter in Cape Breton. Recently, this government announced $7.5 million purchase of modular crisis shelters. It is still unclear how many of these will be available before winter sets in and how many will be in non-HRM areas like CBRM. Some local companies have stated that they would have been able to locally build these shelters cheaper and faster, but this government instead awarded this untendered contract to an American company, and I'll table. Nova Scotians deserve transparency. When and where will we see these shelters, and why was this contract so secretive?
I recognize the Honourable Minister for Community Services.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and thank you to the member for the question. And certainly, again, we feel the urgency. We know winter's coming, cold weather is here, and certainly the pallet shelters are one tool that we're using to support Nova Scotians. Really proud of this government's unique initiative here. We are trying new things, and certainly we are engaged with other organizations here in the province who are interested in these types of initiatives. Pallet is a world leader in this type of initiative, and certainly we're going, we're working with them to support Nova Scotians to the best of our ability, and certainly people experiencing homelessness. And again, we are working on those timelines. We're working with organizations across the province, including in CBRM, and we are working hard to get those shelters in place as quickly as possible. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
The Honourable Member for Cape Breton Centre, Whitney Pier.
Madam Speaker, last year we stood here in October and we said winter is coming. We said winter was coming. This government had a whole year to prepare for the next winter, and we still don't have a full-fledged plan. Many people across CBRM are currently living rough in tents, cars, and outdoors. But there are only 28 provincially funded shelter beds in Cape Breton. And this government's plans for new overnight shelters completely excludes the region. And even if there are some, if 100 shelters came to CBRM, it would not be enough, because at last count, there were 300 actively homeless people in CBRM. This number is certainly getting higher. Yes or no, can this government guarantee every person in Cape Breton has a roof this winter?
I recognize the Honourable Minister for Community Services.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and thank you to the member for the question. And again, I'll reiterate it over and over and over again. We as a government, we feel the urgency. We know how important it is to support our most vulnerable, and we'll continue to support people who are living homeless or experiencing homelessness to the best of our ability. We're very excited about certainly those 100 pallet shelters going across the province and the 100 here for HRM. We'll continue to work with service providers across the province to make sure that we're supporting those people who are in desperate need of housing, and we'll continue to do the best that we can. Thank you, Madam Speaker.